Today's bell ringer says Nora treated her sister to lunch while visiting her in Wildgrove. Their lunch cost $100 and the sales tax in Wildgrove is 6%. If Nora left a 15% tip on the $100, how much in total did she pay? Okay, so let's start out with our sales tax of 6%. So you're doing 6% of 100. So when you enter that in the calculator, 6% as a decimal is 0.06 times 100, which equals 6. Now don't forget to take note, what is 6%? Okay, so this was our tax. Then it says she's paying a 15% tip on the $100, so 15% of 100, which is 0.15 times 100 equals 15. So this $15 is our tip. So it's wanting to know in total how much she paid. So their lunch was $100. They're paying $6 in tax and $15 for a tip. So when you add all of that up, you're going to get $121. Okay, today we're going to work on probability of simple and opposite events. So this is very similar to some of our previous lessons on just simple events. I think you'll pick up with this real quick. Shouldn't take a whole lot of practice on this one before you're ready for your assessment. Okay, we have a spinner here. It says you spin the spinner once. What is the probability that it will not land on an even number? So not an even number. So let's start out our spinner. We have 4 possible answers, 4 sections on our spinner. So we need to think about which ones are not even numbers. Okay, so in other words, if it's not even, then it's your odd numbers. So 9 is odd and 7 is odd. So there's a 2 out of 4 chance that it would land on a not even number. So 2 out of 4, the same as a half, which in this case is the same as 50%. If you change that fraction to a percent, which we had to do for these answer choices. Okay, example 2 says you pick a card at random. What is the probability that it is not the 5? Okay, so we have 4 answer choices, 4 possible cards. So the chances of it not being 5, well, that would be 3, 4, and 6. So there's a 3 out of 4 chance that it would not land on 5. Okay, on number 3, it says you roll a 6-sided die. What is the probability of it landing on an even number? So think about a die. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have 6 possible outcomes. So if it does not, the probability of it landing on an even number. Okay, an even number. So 2 is even, 4 is even, and 6 is even. So there's a 3 out of 6 chance, which would simplify to 1/2. Okay, you pick a card at random. So we've got 3 possible outcomes here. What is the probability that it is not less than 4? Okay, not less than 4. Well, 4 is not less than 4, and 5 is not less than 4. So there's a 2/3 chance that it would not be less than 4, because the only one that is less than 4 is 3. Okay, we have 4 possible outcomes in this one. What is the probability that it is not less than 7? Okay, 7 is not less than 7, 8 is not less than 7, and 9 is not less than 7. So there's a 3 out of 4 chance that it will not be less than 7. Okay, you pick a card at random, so we've got 8 cards here. So 8 possible answer choices. What is the probability that it's a divisor of 16? So remember, a divisor of 16 means that these green cards would go into 16 evenly. Okay, so 2 would be a divisor because 2 times 8 is 16. I'm going to go ahead and mark the 8 since I just said 2 and 8 make 16. 3 will not go into 16 evenly, so it can't be 3. 4 times 4 is 16, so 4 would be. 5 will not go into 16. 6 will not go into 16. 7 would not go into 16. We've already said that 8 would. And then 9 will not go into 16. So out of those 8 choices, the probability of it landing on a divisor of 16 is 2, 4, and 8. So that means 3/8 probability or chance of it being a divisor of 16. Okay, let's look at our exit slip. It says a set of headphones was originally priced at $25, but went on sale for 20% off. If Jonah bought the set of headphones and paid 10% sales tax, how much did he pay in total? Okay, so let's think about this for just a second. He's no longer paying the $25 because he's getting a discount. And remember that we talked about sales tax. You only pay tax on the amount you pay for an item, not what it originally was. So you're going to need to find your discount price before you find your sales tax amount. So we talked a whole lot about different ways to solve these because there are several. You can do 20% of 25, which will find only the discount amount, which you would have to go back and subtract from 25. Or you can think of it as if I'm getting 20% off, then I'm paying for 80% of the original price, which is $25. So 0.80 times 25, that would save you the step of subtracting because we've already subtracted that 20 from 100 to figure out what percentage we're paying of the original price. So you're going to do 0.80 times 25, which is 20. So that means you're paying $20 for the headphones. So I'm going to write down my sale price. Okay, so now I have to pay tax on whatever I'm paying for the headphones, which is now $20. So we're going to do 10%. And yes, someone asked, can I do 110%? Yes, you can do it that way. So 10% of my sale price of $20. So 0.10 times 20 is 2. So that means it's $2 in tax. So I'm going to pay my sale price of 20, my $2 for tax. So in total, Jonah will pay $22. Okay, your assessment today will be on IXL DD2.